So we are live. Welcome back, everyone. How are you? Please let me know how you are. And please let me know if everything seems fine, like audio, the video, and everything. Just let me know in the chats. Yes, tell me in the chats, everyone, if everything is going great or not. Okay, voice is very low. Okay, no issues. Just tell me if it is fine now. Just let me know if it is fine now. I'm hoping that is better now. Okay, sure. And if I am increasing it further, so it will be get a lot of distortion, okay, from the surrounding. So that is why uh, this is I made it quite low. Okay, so okay, that's great. So how are you, everyone? First of all, a very happy Republic Day, every one of you. I'm hoping you guys are doing great. So this is the session that we are going to discuss today about analyzing the data set even further and making some visualizations out of it, right? So please show me some enthusiasm, like if you guys are, I would say, how's the Josh? Just let me know if everyone in is like, sorry. Yes, very happy Republic Day, everyone. Thank you, Pranchi, Ansari, Himanshu. Thank you, everyone. So okay, that's nice. So let's do one thing. Let's start the session now because we are having uh, around 60 students live now. So let's start the session without wasting time. And if anyone is having any doubt from the last session, please let me know now itself. Anyone having any doubt in the last session or till now, just let me know. We can discuss the doubts. Otherwise, we'll directly jump to the code part in session. Yes. Anyone having any issues? Yeah, that's a nice like Parikshita saying, let's dance with data. Yep, that is what we are going to do today. Okay, so let's do it now. Okay, so before digging deeper into it, like we have already shared the scholarship quiz with you. Okay, and we have stopped the submission of the quiz now. So we are going to go through the quiz. We will see what are the questions, and we are going to find the answer of the question. And I'll tell you the logic. Okay, how we can actually write your own logic to find the solution for the same. Okay. Uh, Right. So let's do it now. So for that purpose, I am first of all. So is it visible to you, or shall I increase the font a little bit? Okay. So I think that is fine. So I am first of all connecting with the resources of Google Colab, and after that I'll jump into the parts where we are going to upload the data set. So it is initializing you the resources. Once you are having the resources, we are going to write data is equal to this one, and we are having no such file. Okay, because we here it is saying we are not having any such file in the directories. So what we are going to do, we are going to upload the file, right? So to upload the file, the things are going to be the same. Go to desktop, select the file and upload the file, and just wait for it to upload. Now you can see it is uploading, and while it is uploading, just wait for it. Okay, and it will take hardly 30 seconds because this is not a big file, not a huge file. So what we are going to do, we will close it, and we are going to execute it. Okay, so now you can see the data set is there, and if I'm writing data.head, I'm having the data. And what I'm going to do, rather than dropping the data here, let's drop the data here only. Okay, so what it will do, it will load the data and drop the rows where we are having null and directly printing data. And instead of data, I'm using df this time. Okay, because data is having 4 words and df is having just 2 characters. So that is the main fun of using df. Okay, and I'm used to of using df, so that is also the reason. Okay, so we are having the data set now, and we have done couple of things, quite couple of things using the data frame. We have removed couple of columns. Okay, we have find some important insights from that particular data as well. Like if I'm printing df.head, instead of data I am using df. Okay, okay, let me increase the font a little bit. Okay, I'm hoping that is clear now. And after that I am finding the average rating, and these are all the things that we have discussed already. Okay, how we are going to find the average rating, average reviews, how we are going to find what is the maximum rating, maximum view. You can easily find it. Okay, and after that we have also discussed how many apps are there in art and design, how many apps are there in family category, right? And after that we have analyzed how many unique categories are there and how many apps are there in each of the category. That is something we have discussed so far. I'm hoping no one is having any doubt in this, but if someone is having it, do let me know. Okay, now the question we are going to solve today is how we can dig deeper into it and analyze further things, and then we'll discuss about how we can visualize the plot, like how many apps are there in art and design. So we are going to plot a bar graph. Okay, so these are the couple of things that we are going to do in this video. Okay, great. So let's do it. So for that purpose, so earlier what we were doing, we are using some inbuilt functions. Like we have discussed about some inbuilt functions. Means actually we are writing our own logic. Okay, so we were talking about how we can go for indexing, how we can use indexing to get rows and columns, and at the end we are getting the solution for it. Okay, this is something that we were doing so far, and we have discussed how we can use it in terms of writing with an array. Right, in list we have discussed about how indexing work, how we can access the element. Like this, the thing that we have discussed yesterday. Okay, now by using the same concept, okay, I'm writing df, and here I'm having uh, let's call it df for this point of time. Let's call it d. Okay, and after that I am taking the same data frame, and I am going through that particular data frame and going through the indexing to check a particular condition, if the condition satisfies or not, and if we are executing it, we are exactly getting the answers, right? And this is the answer, like in front of you. How many apps are there in u launcher? Okay, actually we are just printing like how many apps are there in art and design with the rating more than 4.5. Okay, and if we are talking about the quiz that I have shared with you yesterday, so in the quiz we are having couple of questions. Okay, and let's discuss about the questions, because we have already stopped the submission for the quiz. Okay, So first question in the quiz was, how many apps are there in games? Okay, how many apps are there in games? Okay, uh, so let me write the text here and let's find the solution for it, because as a data scientist, these are the things you are going to do for a company, for a data set. You need to analyze more and more information into it, and based on that particular insight, that information that you have gathered from the data set, you are going to make the decisions. That's what data analysis and science is. Okay, that's the main thing. Like, we are having huge amount of data, we are mining the data, analyzing more and more insights from it, and making the business decisions. Okay, that is the overview about the data science that we are doing so far. Okay, so the question one that is there in the quiz is, how many apps are there in a game, right? So how many apps are there in game? How will find how many apps are there in game? We will simply go through, either we can take this logic. Okay, I am telling you two logics now, because first logic is, what you will do, you will go through each and every app and you will check if the app is comes under game, execute it. Okay, actually we need to print, we are not going to print the apps, we are going to print how many such apps are there. So we need to know about the number, how many apps are there. So total 1097 apps are there with the category game. This is the answer. I'm just going through each and every row. Like, if I'm talking about the data set, so what I'm doing, I am taking this particular column, which is category. How I'm taking it? It is at index 0, 1. So I'm going through first index and checking the name art and design, not game. This is not game, this is not game. Whenever it encounters game, it will increment the value of s by 1. Simple funda, no rocket science. Okay, and this is the answer to it. Clear? Now the question is, how you can do the same but without using without using this logic. What you can do, you can take the data frame, and in which category you are having games. So what we are going to do, we are, first of all, this is all about analyzing this particular category. So what you will do, you will find df of category. Simple logic, because from category only we will find if how many games are there. If I am executing it, I'll get all the categories, right? Now I will find all the category where it is of a game. Make sure to rhyme game with capital G, right? Because as we go up, here you can see the game is with capital G, not small GAME, because Python is case sensitive. You need to take care about this thing. Okay, so if I am writing this, okay, category is equals to game, it is giving me true or false. Most of them are false that you can see, but what it is actually doing, wherever it encounters games, that will be true. Wherever it not encounters game, that is false. Simple logic. So what we will do, we'll pass this list whole in this bigger data frame, in the whole data frame. Okay, so this data frame will return you true and false, the indexes which are true and false. In each index, wherever it is true, if I'm passing that through this bigger data frame, what I will get, you will be amazed by the results. So first of all, it is connecting with the resources, because as I've told you, there are a couple of problems whenever you are working on online compiler. Sometime it might give you these kind of results, but as it is connecting, it is allocating you the resources. Just wait for it to execute, and what will it will return you? It will return you all the rows where you are having apps is equals to app category is equals to game. Okay, it will return you that thing. Okay, just wait for it to execute. It's taking more than usual. I think we need to restart the kernel. Actually, we can use offline code as well if you want to. Okay, Okay, Prince is having question, sir. The question is how many free apps are there in game category? Okay, so if I want to know about how many free apps are there in game category, means here we need to take care about two things. I need to take care about category as well as the type. I need to take two things at a time. Okay, so okay, the code is executed. Let's see what I'm getting. Category is equals to game, and it is returning you a data frame, and the data frame is having 1097 rows and 10 columns. And what are those 1097 rows? Each row is having one thing in common, and that is the category is game. Let's go back here. Let's see the game. In game, we are having 1097 applications. This is the answer to the first question in the quiz. Okay, and now we have done it in just one line. Okay, you can see we have done it in just one line. How to know about the number? Just find the length of it. Okay, and the length of it, actually it is again connecting. I don't know why the problem is happening again, but yes, the answer is whenever you are writing length of this will return you the exact answer to this. Okay, now let's go with the second question. Okay, how many paid apps are there in shopping? Okay, actually I missed the question. The question is how many free apps are there in games? Okay, sorry, I misspelled the question. So the question is not about how many games are there, but how many free games are there, right? Sorry, that was my bad. Okay, so this is not the answer of the first question. The first question answer should be how many free apps are there uh, in category game. So once we are having this particular data frame, okay, so in this particular data frame, we have shortlisted all the apps with the category game. Now what I need to find? I need to find the apps where, okay, this condition satisfy, that is okay. But we also need to satisfy one more condition, and that condition is including the category is equals to game, the price should also, the type should also be free. Okay, so actually now it is giving you some problem while executing. So let me run this code in Jupyter notebook. Okay, so I'm executing this code on my local system, so that because if I'm executing it here, it is actually allocating me the sources again and again. Okay, the answer is 1020. Okay, that might be correct, because most of the apps are obviously going to be free, right? So yes, let's see. Now it is connecting with the sources so that it can run Jupyter notebook on my local system. Okay, and till then, okay, it is executed. So let me download this ipynb file and let me paste it on my desktop, and let me go to the desktop. So it is almost like the same. So currently I am running it on my local system, apart from running it on the cloud. Okay, that is the main difference. Here you are writing in this manner. Okay, here you do not need to upload it. Okay, so if I'm executing it, here you can see, first of all, it is loading. It is loading the resources. This is how Jupyter notebook looks. This is how Google Colab looks. That is the main difference. Okay, there is no other difference. Here you need to upload the dataset. Here do not need to upload the dataset. The dataset will work as it is. So it is loading, it is executing. So just wait for it to execute. Until then, so the question is, once I am having this data frame. Okay, so I am having this data frame. So in this data frame, all the categories game, but there are some of the apps which are paid as well here. So what we can use, we can take this data frame as df underscore process. So this is two-step process I'm following. Okay, I'm following a two-step process. If I'm executing this dfo underscore pr and printing df underscore pr, so in this df underscore pr, I'm having all the apps in game categories game. Now in this data frame, I can select the column which type, and the type should be free in our case. Make sure to write this exact case sensitivity. You cannot write free in this manner. Okay, now I'm writing free, execute it. This is returning you true and false. You need to pass the same in this df of underscore pr this time, not df. Execute it, and the answer is this. And here you can see all the categories are game and price is type is free. Okay, and those who have given the answer 1020 is the correct answer. There are 1020 applications which are free comes under this. Okay, so well done Harshit, well done Anuj. Those and yes, that is actually the correct answer to the question. Clear? So I'm hoping the first question is clear to you. The like the answer of first question. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, there are 1020 applications with the category game and type free. Okay, just let me know in the chats how many of you have the correct answer, have submit the correct answer in the scholarship quiz. Shiarai, okay, that is correct. Just let me know how many of you have guessed the answers correctly in the chat. Okay, that is great. So this is the first question that I have shared with you. Now let's discuss about the second question. Okay, and let's see what is the second question this time. Okay, so the second question is how many paid apps are there in shopping? Okay, how many paid apps are there in shopping? Okay, let's go for it. So this time, how many paid apps are there in shopping? Clear? So to do that, first of all, I am having the data frame. From the original data frame, what I will do, I will go for category. In category, it should be okay. So those who have done it, please let me know the answer in the chat what you have answered. Okay. Until then, let me guess what is actually the answer. So the category should be shopping. Let's go for it and see the answer. Okay, now we are having the category is shopping, and there are 238 such application comes under shopping. Okay, but the question is we need to find the paid applications in shopping. So for that purpose, I'm again using the two-step process. Df of underscore pr, which is the processed one, you can name any of your choice. Df underscore pr I'm taking again, and this time the type of the application should be paid. That's it. Let's write df underscore pr, execute it, and let's see the data frame. So there are only two such applications which are paid and comes under shopping. And what are those applications? Shopping List, S Pro, and Penny Finder. These are the two apps, and this is the price of the applications. Sound interesting? Okay, that's nice. There are a lot of students who have given the answer. Well done, everyone. Nitish, Anuj, Prince, Anurag, Rahul, Vaibhav, Shreya. And so there are a lot of them. Well done, very well done, everyone. That's really nice of you. So let's go with the third question. And the third question was, let me write the third question here. And the question is, how many free apps are there? How many free apps are there in beauty? Okay, and having rating more than 4.5. Okay, let me know the answers in the chat who have attempted for this quiz. This is more complicated than the rest two of you. It is not that complicated because that's easy, right? Once you know the logic, how the whole process works, that is obviously easy. Okay, so let me know the answer in the chat. Okay, Rahul has already guessed 16. Prince has guessed 11. Okay, let's see who is correct. So without wasting more time, let me take the same logic. This time the category should be UTY, beauty, and the app should be free. Okay, let's take free, and it should be free with small e, and df of underscore pr, because here we need to take 3 columns, so I'm using this approach. Clear? And final one, df of underscore pr, on this pre-processed data I'm performing the operations again. Like if I'm printing df of underscore pr, here you can see the category is beauty, all the apps are having category beauty, and they are free. Now I am more concerned about the apps which rating more than 4.5, like the haircut tutorial, right? Like facial wrinkle reduction. Okay, and best hairstyle is not going to be counted because I'm talking about more than 4.5. Okay, here it is written having rating more than 4.5, so 4.5 is not going to be counted. Okay, so there might be a couple of people who have missed the answer because of that, but yes, that is the game. So df underscore pr, here I need to take care about what? The rating. So the rating should be greater than 4.5. Simple. This is going to be the logic. Let's execute it. And we are having the answer in front of you. And the answer is, it is not displayed. But let's see the condition satisfies or not. Okay, category is beauty. And apps is free. And the rating is 4.796. Okay, it's a perfect result of it. Okay, so what I need to do, just find the length of it. And let's see who is right. Okay, and the answer is 11. So there are a lot of people who have guessed the answer correct. So, and I really like that a lot of people have actually given actually means put some efforts on this. I really like that thing. Okay, so Rahul is saying maybe I have counted 4.1 as well. Let's see what is the result if we are counting even 4.1, 4.5. Okay, then the answer is 16. And there are some of people, there are one like Rahul has added 4.1 in this as well, because of that his answer is 16. But here it is clearly mentioned we are taking 4.1, but that is also correct. If we are taking 4.5 equals to, so you are correct, but you have not means gone through the question. Okay, but yes, that is correct. Very well done everyone, those who have done it. Okay, okay, so we are done with 3 questions. Okay, let's go with the next question, shall we? Okay, so next question is, which category is having the most number of paid apps? Okay, which category is having most number of paid apps? Simple, there should not be any rocket science. Let me add the text here, and let's write the question so that it would be easier for us, easier for you as well to understand. So the question is, how many, okay, sorry, which category is having, which category is having most number of paid apps? Right, simple. So if I'm executing it, so I need to find most number of paid apps. So for that purpose, either you can go through the whole logic, like how many apps are there uh, in each of the category, or what you can do, you can directly go for now, because we need to go through the category, most number of apps in each category. So we'll go for I in df dot columns, and if I am printing the column, what I will get, I'll get all the columns, right? So in each column, okay, it should be not the column, I need to go for which category is having, okay, I need to go for category dot unique. Okay, so it will go through each and every unique category that we are having. From that category, either I can create a variable that we can increment, or what we can do, we will use the same approach that we have discussed just now. Okay, so what we will do, we will write df of category is equals to I, because every time this I variable is changing to the category. So what we'll do, we will first of all print I, which is the category name, and length of this whole thing. Okay, and let's see if that works or not. I need to add one more bracket in this. Now if I'm executing it, this is also giving you the exact result that we were expecting. Right? That's how beautiful these things are. Like, all you need to do is just define what you are doing, and the rest of the things are going to be there as such, like in front of you. Clear? So what we are going to do now, once we are having all these things in front of you, let's first thing that what we can do, you can either see from here, and in the answers you can check which category is having the most number of application. Or the second thing that you can do is create a list. Okay, this is a better approach that I'm telling you. Okay, and I'm writing lst.append. I'm creating a 2D list here. Okay, I'm creating a 2D list. Just understand that what I want to convey in front of you. This is empty. If I'm executing it and printing the list, so what I'm having now, I'm having the list where the first element, so here I'm having how many rows? I'm having rows, you can count the number of rows, and columns are 2. This list I can convert into a data frame which looks something like this. Okay, let's do it. How we can do it? We can directly like pd dot, we are having a function named as data frame. We can use the list, and you can define the columns is equals to the name. First one of them is having the app name, which is app name. You can like app name or category, and second them is having the quantity. Clear? Sorted. Let's execute it. And here you can see the same thing in terms of a data frame. Like, art and design is having 61 apps, auto and vehicle is having 73 apps, beauty is having 42 apps. Once you are having the data frame in front of you, what you can do, you can sort the values. Okay, you can sort the values. Clear? Okay, we are also having paid apps. Okay, we are going to discuss about that as well, but first of all, just discuss about I am telling you how to sort the values. We are going to add that part as well, how many paid apps are there. Okay, just give me a second, we are going to discuss that as well. uh, but so what we can do here, I can write a function called as sort underscore values. Sort underscore values I can add, and I can write by is equals to, by what thing I want to sort the value, either by category in alphabetical order or quantity in ascending or descending order. I want to do it based on quantity. Done. Execute it, and here is the answer in front of you. Now the quantity is in descending order. If I want to make it in ascending order, just write ASCENDING, ascending is equals to true. It is in the ascending order. Okay, I should make it in the descending order, so ascending should be false. Okay, so these are the top categories in terms of uh, each of what I would say, sorry, so these are the which categories having most number of apps, but we want to know about paid apps, right? That is also the question that we want to answer. So because we want the paid apps, so what we can do, we can use the same process but using the df underscore process, right? So df underscore process we will find first of all, and after that what we will do, df underscore process equals to df underscore process, and here we are going to find the type should be paid. Simple funda, df underscore process. Clear? This time here I am finding the how many apps are there in a particular category, then I'm finding in that particular category how many apps are paid. Okay, and instead of that I am finding now just the length of that particular df underscore pr. Okay, so let's see the answer now. if there is any change. Obviously the changes are going to be there. So from here you can see how many paid apps are there in the quantity in each of the category. So the top application with the paid is 160. uh, so family is having 162 apps according to Anuj, but the answer that I am getting is 161. Okay, so this is how we are find it. So what we are doing, we are finding first of all how many apps are there in a particular category, then we are finding in that particular category how many apps are actually paid. Okay, and once we find the number of paid applications, we are finding the length of it and printing it. So in family we are having 161 paid apps. Just let me know how many of you are having the answers correct. There are a lot of them that have already guessed it, like Anurag, Prince, Sahil, Nitesh, Rahul, Anuj. There are a lot of them who have guessed it correctly. Okay, this thing can be done by manually checking how many paid apps are there after sorting, and we can automate the process as well. Like here you can see you can sort it according to ascending and descending order. Totally up to you, however you want to do with it. Okay, is there anyone who is still having any doubt on this? I'm hoping you find it interesting, because uh, here we are directly jumping into the practicals. I'm not teaching you the theory like what is data science, what are the sub modules of it. We are also going to discuss about that bus tomorrow, but this time we are discussing like how the hands-on will work. Okay, if you are having a problem statement in front of you, how you are going to proceed further with that particular problem statement. Okay, great. So let's go with the last question that we are having in the scholarship quiz, and that is how many paid apps are there in social category and teen content rating. Okay, so we need to take how many paid apps are there. We need to find the paid apps are there in social category, and the content rating should be teen content rating. Simple funda, no rocket science. We need to do the same thing, but this time we need to go for more processing. DF. So first of all, it's up to us what I want to know. Okay, there are three things that I want to take now. I need to know about the type of the application should be paid. The application should from social, and like if I'm talking about, okay, so there are three things that I need to take care. First of all, I need to take care about the app should be paid. It is from the social category and from the teen content rating. So here I need to take how many columns? I need to do 3 columns. Okay, and there are a lot of students who have already given the answer. That is really important. So let's see what the actual answer is. So let's see. But for that purpose, let me write df.head first so that I can see the column names. Uh, so the column name is category should be. So let's take the category first. So df of category should be social. Okay, let's take it. Let's take the data frame category social. Okay, let's take it and feed it in df underscore process. And this time second thing is app should be paid. So the type of the application should be paid. This is the second thing that we are expecting from this. Okay, second thing is also done, and let's do the third thing. And the third thing is we are going to do the same thing, but this time the content rating should be teen. Okay, so let's take content rating, and the content rating should be teen. Hoping that will work, because the content rating is teen. Okay, that will work. Content rating is teen, type is free. Okay, content rating is teen, type is okay, type should be paid, yes, and category is social. Okay, so let's do it now. df underscore pr, done. Okay, so we are having some issues here because we have added an, okay, what was the problem? So there we are having one bracket. Okay, the problem is here. Okay, so let's run it. As I've told you, most of the time you will have the same problem. Okay, so everyone, like most of you, I would say, is correct in this case. There is no such app where the content rating is 10. For example, even if I'm removing this, okay, and we are checking, there are only two applications with social and paid, which comes under social and paid, and these two apps are for everyone. There's no app for teen. Okay, so because of that, the answer is going to be 0. Okay, I don't know why how Shreya has got 106, uh, and but yes, there are a couple of students who have got the answer. Okay, so this is the overall structure that we are following to find the solution for it. Okay, and from here there are a lot of things can be analyzed. Okay, and what are the things that I can analyze? Okay, so you give me the answer first of all. If I am showing you this data, okay, or let's suppose if I am showing you this data, we have made the, okay, let's make it a little bit interesting. Okay, let's make it a bit interesting, and to make it interesting, I'm adding a new cell here, and I'm taking the same data frame. After sorting it, dot plot dot, uh, and here I'm defining kind is equals to bar. Okay, let's see what we will get. Okay, so it is initializing, it is connected, and is loading, and this is the answer that we are having. And what is the answer? Okay, just wait for it. Okay, so actually we are having the graph with us. The problem is if we are executing it, here I am having an extra column, so I need to write indexing is equals to false. But basically, if I am having the same graph and I'm feeding inside df of underscore process, okay, which is my processed column, okay, so this data set that I'm having, I can directly plot it. Okay, so if I'm writing df underscore pr, this is the data frame that I'm having now, and I can plot it directly. Df dot plot. Okay, the kind of bar should be, let's suppose I want to make it a pie chart, you can make a pie chart. If you want to make a graph, I would say a bar graph, you can make it a bar graph as well. Okay, so here you can see it is in front of you, but if you are writing dfo underscore pr, this is how. So you can map some of the things, like the 18 that you can see here is for family. You can neglect this. Actually, I just forgot the exact command to remove these indexing. I think the indexing should be false, can work here. Let's see, I'm not sure if it will work. Okay, must be called a collection same kind. Okay, so is going to be a command that I just forget that command, and that is not a bad thing, because as a data scientist or in whatever field you are going to use Google for a lot of things. Like if you want to know about how to plot a bar graph, how to plot a different kind of graph that you have not done yet. Okay, so you can use that. So okay, and apart from that you can use some other approaches as well. Let me tell you the thing about the group by functions. Okay, for example, uh, if I'm going to tell you some advanced things for now. Okay, for example, if you want to know, okay, which category is having the most, I would say which category is having most number of paid apps, you can easily find it, right? Which category is having the most expensive app, you can find it. If I'm telling you how many apps are there, uh, in terms of, I would say, average rating. Okay, in terms of average rating I'm talking about, which application is having the most average rating. And what do you mean by that? You might get confused with the question, but my question is, we are having uh, these are all the applications we are having in category. In each category we are having couple of applications, obviously we will have it. And how we what we need to do, okay, for example, okay, let me take the data frame and let me take the category and let me take uh, game, okay, and let me pass it in the data frame only. So in game we are having all these applications, simple, no rocket science. We are having these applications in game, and in game we are having their rating as well, RATING. They are having their ratings, okay. If I am finding the ratings, I am having all the ratings, and this is the average rating of applications game. These are the average rating of game category. Now I'm hoping you are clear with the concept, and I can even round that off, clear, with two figures. So this is the average rating of what, or which category? Game category, okay. Similarly, you can also find the average rating of what, of which category? Some other category. Let's take art and design. But the average rating of this, is the average rating of art and design. That means in art and design the rating of the application on an average is better than the rest of them, okay. Similarly, you can go for some other category, okay. These are also the things that can be done, okay. And let me how these things can be done. These things can be done using group by functions, okay. I'm going to tell you how these things are going to done using group by functions. Same thing I'm going to write, because here I need to take two columns at a time, category and rating. So what I'll do, I'll write df dot group by, because I'm going to make different groups for each of the category, okay. So the primary is category, because what I will do, I'll take each category, and for each category I'm going through the ratings and finding the average, okay. So I'll take the category, for each category I am going to make the groups, and after making the groups I will take the rating of each of the group and find the average of all the ratings and display it. Simple. Let's see the answer that we have got for the art and design is matching with the answer that we were having or not. Art and design should be 4.38. Let's see. Art and design 4.377, which is exactly like 4.38. Okay, because we have rounded that off, here they have rounded it off. Okay, that is the answer. Let's see for the business what we are getting. 4.12, and for business we are having again 4.12. Okay, so this is the thing that we are having, clear. How many apps are there in category rating? These are how many apps are there with the average rating, okay. Similarly, you can also make the groups on something that we have done here earlier. How many apps are there in each category? How many apps are there in each category? You can directly take group by functions, because here we need to know about one category, that means one column, that is category, and we want to know how many times a particular category appears. You can use dot size, execute it. This will also give you exactly the same result that we were having earlier. That is how powerful these things are. Earlier, like what we were doing, we are going through a very complex thing, like we are going through the unique functions, and after that we are writing going through two for loops, and after that finding the results. Same result I have got using just one line, and that is using the group by functions. Category, size, this will give you exactly how many time a particular category appears. It's really great, right? That's really easy if you know how the inbuilt function also works. Clear? Similarly, you can find the average number of applications in each of the I would say category, and you can also plot the graphs directly from here. A lot of things can be done, as I've told you. For example, for this, if you want to plot a graph, so like just dot plot, and this time I want to make the kind of the graph should be pie. Execute it, and here in front of you the pie chart. Pie chart is not at all looking good, so let's make a bar graph, because bar graph will look good, but this is giving you a good overview, like family is having the maximum area. So family and game and tools, these are the top three categories in front of you. If I'm writing about a bar graph, so this is a bar graph which is giving you the result. If you want to change the size of it, okay, let's change it. Fixed size, I think fixed size is the function, but let's see. Okay, fixed size is working. So this is for the width, so like let's make it wider. Okay, sorry, it would be 10 by 6. Okay, so this is for the width, this is for the height, and this is the overall graph that we are having now, right? If you want to sort it, just sort it, sort underscore values. Okay, and I think we need to give them the values, or it will sort it by their own. Yes, it is sorting it by their own. If I want to define some ascending or descending order, you will get the results. But here you can see family is having most number of apps, games it at number 2, then tools it at number 3. Okay, similarly you can find the group. For example, if I want to know how many paid apps are there, how many free apps are there, just make it here. The type of the app, just find the value, sort it, find it the size. So there are 8,715 paid apps, free apps. These are how many I would say paid apps are there. This time you can also plot the graph. Okay, and which kind of graph works here? If we are having very less number of categories, we want to know about the comparisons, 2 or 3 categories up to 4 category, you can use a pie chart. That will work really great here. You can see the result. This is a pie chart that is giving you the results. Like I would say more than 90% of the apps comes under free. Clear? I'm hoping you are enjoying it. You can again change the size of it. Okay, so if anyone is having any doubt so far, please let me know. Till here, anyone having any doubt so far, please let me know. Or if you are having anything that you want to analyze from this data set, also let me know. Anything in your mind that you think, okay, just analyze this thing, I want to know about this thing, I'll definitely give a hint how you can be done. For example, let's take content rating. Okay, so dear dot group by, let's take content rating, and this time I want to know about the size of it, and let's see the size first. Okay, once I'm having the size, let's sort underscore values. Okay, once the values are sorted, just write ascending is equals to false, and now they are in ascending order. Now just dot plot with the kind is equals to bar, and here in front of you a bar graph. Okay, if that does not excite you, you can also write dot plot kind is equals to pie chart. It will also work. Here you can see you are not having the actual, what I would say, percentages, right? Percentage is not mentioned here. So what you can do, you can mention percentage here as well, and for that purpose you will use auto PCT, auto punctuations, and this time you need to define a percentile sign, how many decimal places you want to go. I want to go up to 1 decimal place, F factor, execute it, and this is giving you 93% free apps, 6.9% paid apps, right? This is giving you a basic overview how the basic things are differ. Okay, 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 so that is it for today's session, and most of you are not having any doubt. So yes, these are the inbuilt function. It is only, is it a kind of inbuilt function? Yes, they are inbuilt function. We'll get another quiz today too. Okay, so if I'm talking about another quiz, I will give you it for a practice. Like if there might be a couple of students who have missed yesterday's quiz, but we cannot do anything for that. We are already having around 58 submissions, 58 to 60 submission for that quiz. Okay, and a lot of them has given all the 5 correct answers as well. That is really great. But if we are talking about the quiz for one more quiz, or you want to practice something from it, so what I will suggest you, uh, I'm having one more data set for you. Okay, it is not in this system, uh, but it is okay, it is not in the system, but I'm having a data set with me. Let me copy it from another system. Okay, it is copying and it is pasting. Okay, so this is the data set that I'm talking about, USA cars data set. Okay, and let me give you a brief about this data set first of all, and after that you will see if you get a couple of students want to give more time into it, and they want me to make a quiz and share with you so that you can dig deeper in finding the solution. I'd be more than happy to share with you. Okay, but this is a USA cars data set where we are having couple of second-hand cars in USA, where we are having the price of the vehicle, brand of the vehicle. There are a couple of brands there are a couple of models here, year of launch, if it is a clean vehicle, what is the mileage, what is the color of the car. Okay, and this is something we are going to discuss about today. This is a case study we are going to discuss. Okay, if let's suppose you are a data scientist in a car manufacturing company, and you are having the data of such I would say manufacturing companies, what are the things that you can manage, what are the things that you can analyze from it that will actually save the company millions of dollars in the inventory part, in the manufacturing part, which company is at the top, which company is having most number of cars, which company is having most number of expensive cars. If you want to sell the car, right, in which city, in which state we are having most expensive cars, in which state we are having least expensive cars, so that if I am having a car which is on the expensive side, or let's suppose if I want to sell a Ferrari, so obviously I'm not going to sell it in some villages, right, or in some towns. I'm definitely going to sell it to like the top cities like Mumbai, Pune, right? So Delhi, we are going to sell it in those states. So from this analysis point of view, we are going to find in which state we can go for a particular thing, and similarly, which car color is the top notch, means which is sold most number of time, and what is the overall ratio between the colors that is there. And there are a lot of things that you can analyze from exactly a raw data set. You cannot analyze anything from it if you are directly going through it, but if you are having the logical ability, if you are having the mindset of a data scientist, then you can find a hell lot of things from this data set. Okay, so again, if uh, you are interested in that, do let me know. I'm definitely going to share that as well with you tomorrow. We are going to analyze thoroughly this data set. And the second thing that I'd like to tell you is, whatever we have learned so far, we are going to tomorrow also discuss about what are all the things that you have learned. Apart from that, what is the skill set that you need to have, okay, to become a data scientist, how data analysis works, how data analysis is different from data science, what is artificial intelligence, how AI is different from machine learning. There are a lot of things that might you might have in your mind, so we are going to clear all these things. Okay, and apart from that, uh, we are also going to discuss that is something we are going to discuss day after tomorrow, the overall career pathway if you want to get successful in that. Okay, how you need to learn. Okay, what is the overall, I would say, pathway that you need to take to get better and better at any field, not just data science. I'll give you the perspective based on data science, but I'll give you a pathway that will help you to get better and better at least at most any almost any field. Okay, and those ones okay, so Krishna has asked share this data set. in the group. Okay, sure. I'll share this data set in the group as well so that you can analyze it. Okay, and we are going to thoroughly discuss about it along with how the things that we have discussed, how different from the different modules. Okay, okay, great. So okay, that's it from my side. If anyone is having any question, do let me know, and please share your feedbacks with us. Definitely, how you think, if there is anything that can be improved. I'm sharing the attendance link with you. Okay, in just a minute. Okay, so here is the attendance link. Just make sure to go through it, fill it, and yeah, that's it. I'm hoping you have enjoyed the session, and yes, happy Republic Day day to all of you again. And I'll see you tomorrow. Make sure to be a part of it. Yes, attendance link is already shared with you. Uh, it's pinned message. Okay, I pinned this message. Just see this here. You're having the attendance link. Okay, so make sure to like this video if you like it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye.